Hello, it's Nancy from Tales of the Ravenous Reader, and this is Misa Sugiura, and this is her newest novel right here. It's Not Like It's a Secret. It's very nice, very beautiful and everything, and she has an event tonight at Kepler's, and that's why we're here and we're interviewing her. I just read your book and I really enjoyed it, so yeah, so excited for it. So I have a few questions to go over with you, so we'll make it like nice and breezy. It'll be fun. Okay, so here's my first question. It's Not Like It's a Secret introduces acceptance, diversity, humor, romance, and some pretty amazing poetry. So what inspired you to write this story?
When I decided I wanted to write a young adult novel, I knew that I wanted to have an Asian American protagonist, and I knew that I wanted her to be queer. And I knew it was going to be set in Silicon Valley because everything I had read seemed to be about white LGBTQ kids or straight Asian kids, and the Asian kids interacted nearly exclusively with white kids, and that's not the way it is here. And I wanted to show the world what it's like here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's where it came from. I just thought we need another angle on the YA world.
And it was very well done.
Thank you.
Enjoyed it very much. So in following Sana's journey, you get to witness her discovering where she is at in her life, what her place is, and discovering who she is. Was there anything that got cut out of the book that didn't make it to the final copy? Things that you might have wanted to put in and didn't get a chance to?
Well, I cut out a lot of scenery, but related to that question, there were a few more conversations about race, and her coming to terms with different ways of looking at race and different ways of thinking about people who are not like her. And yeah, there was one conversation in particular that actually was one of the reasons I wrote this story, which then I had to take out. But it was a conversation I heard as a teacher, some kids joking around about race. And it was, a couple of Mexican kids and a couple of Asian kids, and they were kind of riffing on the stereotypes. So the Mexican kids were saying, "Oh, you're eating Mexican," and it was funny because they were saying it to each other, but there were kids who were uncomfortable with that, and that was something I really wanted to explore. So I tried to replicate that conversation, but it was too easy to misinterpret from the outside, so I had to cut it.
So, what would you like your readers to take from reading this story? I mean, what kind of message are you trying to...
I don't know that I had a message in mind, to be honest. Apart from sort of, don't be afraid to be yourself, and don't be afraid to speak out, and to just keep trying to connect with other people. That was, in the end, I think that's what brought Sana through, was that she kept looking for another way to communicate with Jamie.
All right, not bad, right? So we'll go on to something a little bit lighter. Can you tell us what you're working on now?
I could tell you. It might change. Right now I'm thinking about a book that is slightly or sort of tangentially related to the Japanese American internment. So the protagonist is a descendant of somebody who was imprisoned during World War II for being Japanese American, and some of that legacy comes into play. And there will be, this time, an Asian love interest who is a boy, because I don't see a lot of those. I wanted an Asian boy to be somebody that people fall in love with. So
I always love love interest and kissing scenes.
Lots of kissing scenes.
That's good. That's wonderful. What have you read lately that you found really interesting that you like to talk about?
The most recent book I read was an arc. Can I talk about arcs?
Yeah, I can talk about arcs. Okay. Yeah, people love that stuff.
So I've been telling everybody everywhere. It's a little embarrassing because I just can't shut up about it. But this, it's called A Short History of the Girl Next Door. Have you read it? I loved it so much. So,
Cry? Ugly
I
cry?
cried.
Ugly cry so bad with that one,
and
yeah.
he's this 14-year-old boy, and he's so awkward, and he's such a good heart, and he just keeps doing these dumb things.
Yeah.
And he's so in love with this girl, and there's nothing he can do about it, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah, it's very, very beautiful. It's like Jared Reck.
Yes, by Jared Reck.
Yeah, so really love that book. It was so good. So, yay, so excited. So, we'll kind of wrap this up. So, it's so short and sweet because I know you've got plenty of things to get on to. So, just Nancy just saying goodbye. Hope you enjoyed the interview. And don't forget to go ahead and purchase this book. It's amazing. So, yeah. So, bye.
Bye.